car insurance in Superior, Wisconsin. In today's world of large trucks, four-wheel drives, luxury sedans, sports cars, and increasing traffic congestion, driving is a significant responsibility. It can be daunting for young, inexperienced drivers to get out on the roads. Making good decisions on the road and off it can mean the difference between life, death, or a huge financial loss. There are many ways to play it safe while on the roads. Learner drivers and inexperienced drivers need to be especially aware of what's going on around them. Reducing distractions and staying focused on the task at hand will help. This means turning off your mobile phone, not having headphones on or music up too loud in case you can't hear a horn or beep in an emergency situation, not trying to eat and drive, no multitasking, and putting off emotional conversations till you're parked, and so forth. Even if you are a good new driver, you need to take into account other people on the roads who may not be as competent and who may behave unpredictably. All of these different traffic conditions will require the driver to make fast and different decisions at times. Practice and experience are the best ways to become accustomed to different driving conditions. However, a young driver should avoid unfamiliar and challenging road conditions at first while they build confidence controlling and maneuvering the vehicle. Rainy days are not ideal learning to drive days. Often the best way to handle unfamiliar traffic conditions is to play it safe by driving slowly, signaling well in advance, and keeping your eyes on the road in front of you. Pay attention, plan ahead. Reading a map and planning your trip before you leave home so you understand where you need to go will also make driving less stressful. It is much better to be prepared and cautious when driving than to risk causing an accident or injuring someone. The choice of car you drive is also significant. Avoid situations where a new driver is required to drive a vehicle with a large engine that they have not driven before. If for some reason an inexperienced driver will be taking charge of a vehicle they are not familiar with, they should practice driving the car or truck in a car park or on a quiet street so they can become familiar with the engine's power and turning circle first. Losing control of a vehicle is very scary, and losing control of a large, powerful car can be devastating, one of the worst things that can happen to any driver. The smart thing to do is be sure to practice driving an unfamiliar vehicle before entering a public roadway. But accidents can happen. It is extremely important for all drivers, but particularly inexperienced drivers, to have adequate car insurance, because if you hit another car, you will be completely responsible for the damage you cause to property and people who may be involved, including yourself. It may cost you thousands of dollars. Not to mention, it is a crime to drive a car without insurance. Make sure you are adequately covered. In Australia, the base insurance compulsory third-party may not be enough, and third-party insurance or comprehensive car insurance may be a better choice. CTP covers other people in the event of an accident, but not property, and not you if you get hurt and are at fault. Another great way for beginners to play it safe is make sure your car is regularly checked for problems and is well maintained. Are the tires safe? Does it have oil? Do all the lights work? Does your horn work? Is your steering column in good working order? Are your brake pads thick enough? It is also a good idea to check road conditions and weather conditions before traveling. Changing weather conditions can surprise a new driver inexperienced at driving through storms and fog. Roads can get slippery and sometimes visibility can be cut to zero, making it extremely hard to drive. The best way for a new driver to avoid hazardous road conditions is to plan ahead and take the time to check the weather report, especially on long trips interstate. Try to avoid bad weather and construction zones.